Kasihan. Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me open this presentation. We are Team SCADA Team Database Station in Lifter MK20255 SAA 334 as Project Manager, Mr. Yuno, STRT, MSC. Okay, please, next slide. Next slide. Okay, this is our team. As me for the team leader, Faris Hakim. As Dika Alfari Rizky for the face recognition. Akil Fadul Rahman Mahmud as database and front end. Henry Rahmana PLC programmer. Okay, please next slide. Next slide. Okay, this is our objective in this project. First is design and implement a robust industrial control system for the steam inlet lifter station utilizing standard M241 PLC to develop a Python-based integration bridge combining dual input authentication from smartphone, GUI, and camera face recognition. Three, build a comprehensive SCADA system featuring real-time GUI monitoring, camera for alarm notification, and centralized database logging. Okay, Dika, please, next slide. Okay, this our topology. First, we connect website to Python for the face recognition. Next, Xkeylet for the database log. Next, connect to laptop for the uh, apa? For the program PLC. Next, connect to Wago PLC. Connect switch to Wago and Wago connect to hardware in the lifter. Okay, please next slide. Okay, it will be read about Henry Ramana.
Thank
Henry,
you,
it's your
Hakim.
time.
This is a flowchart for the whole machine. First, Python will detect operator. If no, will detect again. If yes, going to reading start command switch from UI, and then Python write register Modbus PLC, and then inlet lifter will be begin the cycle. After that, Python read Modbus. After that, the log in the database will be updated, and lastly, the update dashboard uh, will show real-time status. Next is PLC program flowchart. There's four of them. First is input start error. Uh, the first we talk about the input and error. Machine status ready, yellow lamp blinking. Next, webcam reconnect operator face. Website input switch on. Next, operator will press the start button. Then the machine will change from the ready to machine status running. Green store lamp and green button lamp on. After that, we will go to cycle step. Cycle step from the inlet lifter is like this. First, conveyor cylinder moving up, and then there's a sensor. If pallet sensor detect, we'll go to another cycle. If no, going to B. What's B? I will explain it later. Pallet storage cylinder moving forward, and then pallet storage cylinder moving backward. Then another sensor will be uh, there to detect whether conveyor pallet sensor detect. If no, going B. If yes, going C. C is conveyor motor moving forward. The next most conveyor motor stop. After that, conveyor cylinder moving down, and then conveyor motor moving reverse. And then another sensor will there to detect whether the conveyor pallet sensor will detect or not. If not, going to B. If yes, going to conveyor motor stop. And then N. What is B that I talk about? The B is the error. If all the sensor is not detected, we will go to B. The B is machine status will be displayed as error, red tower lamp blinking, and then machine stop running, all actuator will reset. After that, the operator will fix the error, and then operator can press the start button again. Next is another program flowchart. This is for stop button, then for the emergency button. While the machine is running, if we press the stop button, uh, the status will change from running to waiting until cycle end, and then green tower lamp blinking and red button lamp on. After the cycle end, it will not looping. Instead, it will go to status ready and yellow tower lamp blinking. In the emergency button, if while the machine is running, if we press the emergency button, all machine will stop running and all actuator will reset. The machine status will go to emergency, then green tower lamp blinking and red tower lamp on. The operator will fix the what's the emergency in the machine or the area. After that, operator release the emergency button, and then machine status will come to ready. Yellow tower lamp blinking. Next will be explained by Akil.
Thank you, Henry, for explaining about our PRC program. And now I will explain about the database and front end. So for database, we're using SQLite. SQLite is like lightweight, serverless, and self-contained SQL database that can run in our server. It's run with the server that connect to PLC2. And unlike traditional database like MySQL, PostgreSQL, it does not require a separate server process that I have talked about that before. Instead, the entire database is stored as a single file on the host machine. You can see on the left there is a database from ID. You can see number one, time, system state, configure status, silver down, up, and the actuator status that we have on our machine. In below that, we can see the GUI that we use for controlling and monitoring our system with system power to turn on the machine and the actuator system that actuator status that inform operator that machine is going under running or stopping. In below that, there is a PLC log 19062610A48. That was the database file that we stored. So every time we start the server, the database will create new log file to store the data, and the name is when we start the server. Next. So this is the communication scheme that I use. So from PLC, we use Modbus to connect to computer or laptop, and from computer to communicate with PLC, we using Modbus 2. And for the computer and device that we use, like smartphone or something other that, we can use another laptop too or another device to connect to our network. That we use network or internet to connect it with the server. Next. So this is notification-based alarm that we add for inform the operator if there is something wrong with sequence or the machine itself. Next. Okay, next face recognition will explain by Dika.
Okay, next I will explain the vision program used in our system, specifically the face recognition program for real-time facial recognition using in Python. This section configures program settings such as the camera, resolution, dataset folder, and meshing tolerance. Then load reference photo and convert them into the encoded data to serve as a reference for facial recognition. For facial recognition. Okay, next. This section open the camera and run the main process, where each frame is analyzed for face, convert into encoded data, and then compare with the reference data to determine a match. Okay, next. This section visually display the detection result as a box around the face, green if recognized and red if not long, with FPS information and then number of reference photo. Okay, next. This section show the result. Test result. My face was recognition as Dika with 61 accuracy, while another face was detection as unknown with 43 accuracy, proving the system successfully distinct between now and now phase. Okay, next will be explained by Akil.
Okay, thank you, Dika. So this is our system demonstration. We can see from the start, we start the system with button on GUI, and then the system can start on the field device. Here, this the field device inlet lifter get started, then machine running like this, and in the left and the right, you can see the status of actuator in the machine. Conveyor is on reverse now, then cylinder down is on, then and cylinder up is on now. You can see it's run 100% real time because it connected by Ethernet. And if there's something error happen, the notification will appear there. The notification will appear, and in the GUI too, there is a notification that error have been happened. And you need to reset it with the stop button. And yeah, like that, the system demonstration. And the rest is another error, testing for another error. So this testing for if there's no pallet stored, the error will appear. No pallet, the pallet not arrived. You can see that pallet not arrived. And then the next error was if the pallet is not going back to store, the error will happen too. You can see no pallet going back. Can reset it with the stop button. Yeah. Okay, I think that was the system demonstration. Next slide, please. Next slide will explain by Farah Sakit.
By me. Thank you, Akil. By Henry.
Yeah, by Henry.
This is the knowledge that we gain from the PBL, like its name, project-based learning. We learn by project. First, implementing SCADA on PLC Schneider. We know how to do that. So, secondly, we know how to using camera scanning as a safety condition before the machine can run. Thirdly, we know how to design a web-based SCADA HMI with a remote start or stop control and a live camera monitoring. Fourth, we know how to build a database to log the whole machine activity status and process history. After that, lastly, we know how to integrate PLC database and web dashboard into one real-time SCADA system. Next will be explained by Takib.
Okay, it will be the last slide. I will be explain the conclusion. This is a project. The first, we make the control system for the CHIM database station inlet lifter has been successfully developed and implemented using the PLC Schneider M241 as the main hardware controller. To real-time, we built a real-time machine status tracking and operating monitoring have been achieved through a web dashboard interface accessible via browser. Third, localized data logging system using Skillet has been successfully integrated to record all machine, sequence, and event and timestamp. For overall integration between the PLC hardware, Skillet database, web dashboard, and camera authentication has been successfully completed. Okay, next slide. Okay, thank you. This all about the presentation in project SCADA CHIM database in the lifter. I end this presentation. Thank you very much. Okay, we will end.